And I think so many people are afraid to do that, right? There's a lot of safety because we don't want to walk through that lonely chapter. We don't want to go through that dark night of the soul, right? Where we are alone. But this is what's so important is that if you want like direction in life, if you want purpose in life, you sometimes have to do that. And there's a really interesting kind of neuroscience element to this, which is, so you kind of said the answers are in the silence. And I think silence is something that we are sorely missing in our society. And we see this in some elements. So we'll look at studies that say that access to green space improves mental health. But if you look at it, what is it about the green space? What do people do in green space? They tend to be a lot more introspective. They spend time with themselves. We have such a society that pulls our attention outside of us constantly. We're getting notifications on our phone. And this is where, like, unfortunately, the productivity chads, they're really fucking themselves, pardon my language. But if you're always listening, I love modern wisdom. I make content on the internet. But if you're always listening to a podcast, you know, like, it's fine to listen to a podcast. I think it's great to listen to podcasts. I listen to them every day. But I also have time with myself. The problem is for many people, time with themselves starts with something like boredom. When you start spending time with yourself, the first thing that you're going to feel is terrible because all of the things that you have been suppressing will come out first. And that's because the brain has a really important bias towards the negative. So I can eat at my favorite restaurant 30 times in a row. If I get food poisoning once, right? And the reason for that is because if things were equal, we wouldn't be alive. Like, we have to be, if there's one watering hole that we used to go to that is now infected with bacteria, we can never go there again, or we don't want to go there for a long time, right?
Learn that lesson.
Yeah. So we really, it's careful. We have to be careful because we're biased towards the negative, and a lot of people are searching for productivity, searching for answers, looking for things, you know, looking for distractions, looking for drugs, pornography, video games, take your pick. And so when you start to spend time with yourself, which is absolutely crucial, and this is where a lot of people are like, what does that mean, spend time with yourself? So I mean, my favorite thing is like going for a hike, and like a long hike without, I mean, you can take your phone, but don't like default to listening to anything. And spend time with yourself. Expect a lot of negativity to come up. But as that negativity comes up, underneath it, you will hear your own voice. You will hear, so at the beginning, you'll get all this like conditioning, but then like after that, you'll get what you really want.